Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome to the monthly overview for the astrological sign of Pisces 2019. You can reach me at my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, or my email address, which is mercury524@msn.com, or my Facebook page, which is Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Now, this is not a private reading. If you would like to have a private reading in tarot, astrology, and dreams, crystals, all you have to do is go to my website and check out my catalog and the services that I provide and pick one. I also would like to welcome all the cross watchers. Course watchers are people who go to other people's channel and check them out. We also accept tips and donations. And if you like my overview video, subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Again, you can reach me at my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net. Now, some of this is for some of you, and some of this is not for you. So only take what you need, because if you take other things, it's not going to work. Okay, Pisces, this is the overall view as collective. I'm reading this overview as a collective sign of Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, Pisces, your solar sun is in your 7th house. Your 7th house is the house of Libra. Libra is an air sign along with Gemini and Aquarius. So thinking, words, and writing. Air cannot be tamed, so they're here, there, everywhere, and it cannot be hemmed in. If you hem in an air sign, they're going to go crazy. And once they get out, they're not coming back. So the 7th house deals with creativity. It deals with balancing all relationships. The 7th house represents the scale, and it deals with the sign of Libra, and its ruling planet is Venus. Libra is the house of diplomacy, diplomat. It's the house of open enemies. It's the house of spiritual blessings. It's the house of decisions and indecisions. And it's the house of others and the house of legal situations. So all these things I just mentioned here now is happening to you, Pisces. Okay, so you're seeing who are for you now in this month of September. That's the open enemies. They're not hiding themselves. They're coming out and attacking you, saying things that they wanted to say. So you're now being shown who are your enemies. They're coming out. They're not hiding it. It also represents the house of diplomacy. Don't let them get a rise out of you. Don't let them get a rise out of you. Okay? So that means don't feed into their negativity. Okay? So every comment does not deserve a reply. A lot of these people are miserable, unhappy, so they want to lash it out on other people instead of the people that's causing their unhappiness. And a lot of them are unhappy with themselves. Okay? Oh, yes. Now, so if you have to address these people, take the anger out of it. Be diplomatic. Use diplomacy. Don't block your blessing by getting into this tit for tat with them, because you will block your blessing. Leave them in the hands of the universe. But the universe is showing you and letting you be aware that these people are not your friends. and decisions. Weigh these decisions that you have to make. Libra likes to have harmony. So you want to keep the harmony in aspect. Okay? And Libras are given a bad rap because they sit on the fence and don't make a decision. They be indecisiveness. Okay? So you don't want to do that. So you want to make a decision. And this is the house of spiritual blessings. So if you take the diplomatic way and don't reply to every comment, then it's a house of spiritual blessings. The universe will bring those blessings to you because you're not blocking those blessings. These people who are the open enemies are blocking their own blessings. And you know why? Because the very thing that they want and wish upon you are trying to, they're doing it to themselves. It's like when Moses told Pharaoh to let the Hebrews go, and Pharaoh said that he will death to every firstborn of Israel. Pharaoh spoke his own death warrant to his own firstborn son and all the firstborn of Egyptians. Did you see what I'm saying? Okay, it's the house of others. Try to help others. Try to bring emotions into that. Air signs have a tendency to think first and let emotions come second, because they try to have a sane mind and a hectic or dispersed situation. They have the control. But when it's all over with, they fall apart. That emotion, that emotional weight comes down on them. So we have to address that in that way. And it's a house of legal situations. So that you are facing any legal situation, this is the time to act. Balance it out. Reassert your authority. Do not let fear block you. You will win these legal issues that you have. Okay? Now we're going to move on to where the planets are at, where they will influence you in the month of September, Pisces. And Jupiter, which is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, and it's in its home base. It's a planet of expansion, new opportunity, blessing, truth, wealth, and karma. So if you put out good harvests, then the harvest is going to bring forth. If you put out good seeds, the harvest is going to bring forth good harvests. If you put out bad harvests, seeds, nothing's going to come out of that. So when the winter months come, you're not going to have that extra harvest in the vegetable cellar or whatever, where you can go and take it out because you put out good seeds. Okay, if you put out bad seeds, there's nothing there. You're going to reap what you sow. Karma is nothing that's going to pull a rug from under your feet. It's what you reap, what you sow. And you're going to do it before you go. So don't worry about what other people are doing, all this stuff, and they're so prosperous. They're going to have to repent before they leave this physical plane. And they're going to have to repent when they go into the house of Akashic records, where every thought, word, action is written down. So we wanted to balance it out. So Jupiter was retrograding from April 10th, 2019 to August 11th, 2019. So what is the two words and letters in retrograde? Is RE. Revisit, review, re-examine, reschedule. So you're looking back, which was 5 months prior when Jupiter was direct. And you want to see corrections that you have to make. And when Jupiter went direct on the 11th of August, the corrections are now moving into place for you to move on. Now, Jupiter is in each sign every 12 years, and it will be there for these 12 or 13 months. Okay, now we have Pluto. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio and Aries. Pluto is like the worm that's churning deep underground, like the nitrogen fixing bacteria to bring photosynthesis. Okay, so these are issues that light needs to be shined on it. now. And Pluto represents transformation, transforming yourself from this. And since it's in Scorpio, it's a ruling planet of Scorpio, it deals with some emotional issues that you've been holding on. Now you need to address it and heal it and lift it off you. Okay? Now, Mars is also the ruling planet of Scorpio. So Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, and so is Pluto. So you have to initiate this. This is a new beginning. So initiate this cleansing, this transformation. Action is required. Then we have Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn is in its home base. It stays in each sign 2.5 years. So Saturn will be moving out of Capricorn either the end of this year or next year, at the beginning of next year. Saturn is the planet of procrastination, delays, boundaries, structures. It also is the planet of father figures. It deals with corporations, governments, countries, institutions of all kinds are going through a dramatic transformation. It deals with fear. It deals with looking that fear in the eye. Once you look it in the eye, it has no power. So you come out of that invisible prison that you place yourself in, Pisces. And this is again with that balance, that scale, to level it in an even weight. Okay, Saturn also represents father time. It also represents karma again, past karma. We mentioned karma. Rewards are pain. Saturn represents that also with this transit that someone close to you will leave the physical plane into the spiritual plane. Now, some of you this has happened already, and some of you this is about to happen or is going to happen before this transit leave or right after it leaves Saturn. Now, both of these planets are in Capricorn. So Capricorn is the earth sign, and it's practical. It's anchored into the earth. What keeps us anchored is gravity. When you see the astronauts in the space station, they're floating around. When you see them out there fixing stuff, they're floating around because there's no gravity to keep them stationary. So this affects the house of, in the tarot, the 10th house in astrology. It's the house of an ending of a cycle and the beginning of another cycle. That's why you go into this transformation aspect. And it deals with employments, prestige, success, and moving up the ladder. It deals with image, public image, and reputation. So there's changes going on in that area. Okay? Then we have Uranus is also retrograding. And went retrograding, I think on the 18th or the 12th of August 2019, and it will stay retrograde for 5 months to January 2020. Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. It's a slow-moving planet, but it represents upheaval, change, revolution, chaos. Something happened all of a sudden, and nothing will be the same. So Uranus is in Taurus. We deal with money, work, and possession. So there's changes in those areas for you. It also deals with using less real cash and more cashless things with credit cards, debit cards. It also represents robots taking over people's jobs. So what do we have to do? Re-educate ourselves, retrain, recertify ourselves in making the robots, programming the robots, repairing the robots, and having parts and stuff to repair them. So I see the influence of that happening now too. This is the new wave because they're working on robots that can replicate their self. And this is the point that life everlasting, these robots can replicate their self. Are we going to be using robot parts in our body? Cyborgs, as they call them. Okay? It also deals with LGBTQ plus community. This transit started March the 6th, 2019, and will go to 2026. So LGBTQ community will be accepted in the world when this transit is over. It's being We're tearing down the things that's not working, and the forces in religion, government, and all these racist people and this hatred to bring the positivity that all people have a right to be who they are and what they are. Where you're looking at long distance relationships where age will be no number, younger and older people getting together because people are taking better care of their mind, their spirit, their mind, their body, their emotions. And so this way they're living longer and more healthier, okay? And getting into a more productive way of living. Also, we're getting a better connection with the earth. Getting the GMOs out of the food. Getting away from all this processed food. Getting away from the chemicals from the doctors or the legal drug pusher and the pharmaceutical, and doing more things with health, naturopathic and organic things, and getting more opinion, balancing it with conventional and organic and naturopathic medicine. Getting connected with the herb, getting an herb garden, selling growing vegetables, and getting connected with the herb so you can be anchored. Speaking your truth, the fifth chakra, this is the fifth chakra which rules Taurus. Speaking your truth, getting the anger out of it, you using diplomacy and a diplomat, okay? Also stop being a person pleaser. If you don't want to do anything, don't do it. You don't have to explain anything to anyone, and who cares what they think about you? You came to be you and no one else, because everybody else is taken. Okay, then we have the Sun in Virgo, we have Mercury in Virgo, we have Venus in Virgo, we have Mars in Virgo. Okay, with the Sun in Virgo, okay. The concentration of the sixth house is harmony in areas of health, work, and service to others. So you're more concentrating on that, okay? Also, we're going Mercury in Virgo, so we're communicating this. Mercury is the planet of communication. It's the closest planet to the sun. And as they would say, Mercury is the planet of the messenger of the divine, because the sun is the symbol of the divine. Akhenaten believed that the sun was the true symbol of the divine, and that it was the beginning of monotheism. Monotheism did not begin with the Israelites. It began with the Egyptians. Because without the sun sustaining us on this planet, we would not be here. Okay? Then we have Venus in Virgo. So you're concerned about money and love, having a better relationship with money, making it work for you instead of working against you. And some of you has been in a committed relationship, but there's been some tension there. And there might be some tension here now because the sun is in Virgo but opposes Pisces, your opposition. So, but it's beginning to be a better understanding and communicating what you want and what you don't want. Okay? And to compromise, which is a fair exchange, is no robbery. Okay? So some of you have just broken off relationships that you no longer want because it's nothing growing there. It's nothing there. It's stagnated. Some of this is a karmatic relationship that you have paid back what you have done to this person in a past life, and they have paid back. But then you have the hanger-oners that do not want to let you go, and they keep bothering you. These are the astrological and psychic stalkers, I call them. Then some of you who are now single need to concentrate on getting yourself together, what you want, before you want to get involved in another relationship. Because if we don't learn the lessons, then we will create the same situation, different places, different people, but basically it's the same bullshit. And then we have Mars. So you are more aggressive. Mars is the masculine part of you, and Venus is the feminine. So there's a balance here. So I'm going to initiate what I want. I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm going after what I want. And money, health, work, and service, and in love. Okay? Now we have your ruling planet, Neptune, retrograding in your sun sign. Get your head out the clouds. See the forest. Deal with reality. Get out the fantasy bullshit. See things, people, places as they really are. And I need you to concentrate on your emotions. Stop letting your emotions take over you in situations, because that's what the opposite wants you to do. So you will be confused, unfocused, make the wrong decision, and create more chaos. I want you to watch out for your eyes. Some of you need to take closer and get your eyes examined. Maybe your prescription needs to be changed. I need you to watch out for your feet too. And one of the stones I want you to carry with you in the month of September is a garnet. This is like a deep red and black stone. I want you to carry this with you. And some of you are having problems with your calves, your ankles, and your legs. So I want you to get some organic castor oil, heat it up, and heat this up and rub it on there so that tightness can get out of there. Some of you need to start doing stretching, yoga, because those muscles are tight. Okay? Well, I hope you enjoy the 2019 September astrological overview for the Pisces. If you listen and obey, your situation will change. If not, it will remain the same. So I will see you in October, and have a wonderful, positive September, and take the positive information I gave you to enhance yourself, to elevate yourself to your highest self. Ciao.